Hello and welcome to ESG Finance. Today, I'd like to explain to you the backstory behind my YouTube channel name, as well as what I think of environmental social governance investments. So let's get into it here. First off, I have a gaming channel that's called Efficient Strategy Gaming. So that's where ESG comes from. It's not from environmental, social, and governance. I am a World War II strategy gamer who has applied strategy gaming techniques and game theory to my personal finances, and I want to teach you how to become financially independent, as well as healthier and happier. So let's get into this video here. First, this is an Investopedia article. This is the first thing that comes up when I search on Google for ESG finance. So let's get into this article here. The first thing that you see here is shoes that are most likely made in sweatshops in a ESG finance article here. So kind of hilarious. I thought that was really funny. So we're just going to go over the key takeaways of this article. And I want to be kind to the authors of this article. I'm not sure that the author is so much buying into environmental social governance investments as just describing to the reader what they are. But the key takeaways here are environmental social governance criteria are used to screen investments based on corporate policies and to encourage companies to act responsibly. Okay, I would beg to ask you the question, who is making the decisions behind what companies are acting responsible and which companies are not acting responsible? If you know the answer, please post them in the comment box below. I do not know this answer. I'm very skeptical that there is an expert out there in environmental social governance that is making these decisions, because this ESG finance appears to be more of like a catchphrase to sell stocks, to sell baskets of stocks in mutual funds, and to mainly get the buyer of these investments to feel good about their purchase. Let's continue on here. Many mutual funds, brokerage firms, and robo-advisors now offer investment products that employ ESG criteria. So what I glean from this point is that the people that are making the decisions behind what's ESG and what's not are the mutual fund brokerage firms and robo-advisors, and not some overseeing body of experts that basically pick what stocks are ESG and what stocks aren't. A prime example of this is the ESG S&P 500 list that does not incorporate Tesla. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely serious? How could you not have Tesla in the ESG S&P 500 list? That blows my mind. They're the one company in this world that has done the most to reduce carbon emissions and to basically move the ball forward in terms of ESG finance. So that fact alone makes me skeptical of the whole realm of ESG finance. ESG criteria can also help investors avoid investment losses when companies engaged in risky or unethical practices are held accountable. Risky or unethical practices. Well, a lot of companies could fall into this category. It doesn't have to be ones that claim to be environmentally friendly, because almost every company that you find out there is claiming to be environmentally friendly, including like the coal manufacturers with clean coal circa like 10 years ago, or the oil companies and everything that they're saying as well. You could extrapolate that onto like the cigarette companies, et cetera, et cetera. Everyone's environmentally sound these days. So that point doesn't really ring true to me as well. And the final point here, the rapid growth of ESG investment funds in recent years has led to claims that companies have been insincere or misleading in touting their ESG accomplishments, which ties into my last point. So apparently the authors of this article agree with me. They're skeptical as well of this ESG finance kind of idea. So yeah, hopefully you guys aren't too put off by the fact that I'm not an ESG investor. I do invest in companies that I feel are environmentally friendly, but I don't allow others to inform me on that point other than kind of what I can glean from reading about the company myself independently. I'm not going to have someone else tell me that a company is environmentally sound without researching it for myself. And I would suggest that you do the same. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want, but it's just a suggestion. That's what I do. So yeah, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, this isn't environmental social governance. It's efficient strategy, gaming, finance, and we've got a lot more content to come. So please leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one.